If you're listening in your cars, in your homes, wherever you are, bow your heads. Bow your head, Steph. Today is TikTok's funeral. You didn't know where I was going with that?
I was like...
Yup, it's TMZ Verified the podcast. I'm Wyld.
I'm Steph.
Steph.
Hi.
Wipe that smile off your face because it's a sad day.
It is, but at the same time, it's a Friday.
Okay, everyone, if you're listening in your cars, in your homes, wherever you are, bow your heads. Bow your head, Steph.
Oh.
Today is TikTok's funeral. You didn't know where I was going with that?
I was like,
So today, the Supreme Court heard like the final argument from the TikTok lawyers because you know the TikTok ban is looming January 19th. But today, the Supreme Court was like, all right, make your last ditch arguments. It didn't go so well. And now,
this is breaking news for me.
And now we are mourning the
Wait,
upcoming
are you
loss.
joking?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, you're going to pitch this story to me because I've been locked in that project. Guys, I've been working on a project, so I haven't heard.
We'll give y'all an update on the, I don't even know if we can call it
Wow.
potential, the upcoming TikTok ban. Also, our favorite celebrity couple this year, Zach Bryan, Brianna Chicken Fry.
For how much you hate them, we sure talk about them every week.
Okay, well, you got anything else?
Okay.
Zach Bryan has fired back at critics on social media, Instagram particularly, that have been like shading him over the whole breakup with Brianna Chicken Fry, LaPaglia. We'll tell you what he said. Did I say that right?
Someone did a little studying on the
I
last
did. Okay, and lastly, the world was in shock this week when David Dobrik posted a vlog for the first time in I don't know how long. And everyone was like, oh my God, what's he posting? And then they were even more shocked to see that he has gone from David Doughboy to David Fitboy. Meaning he ain't as soft and doughy as he used to be. He's jacked. Were you impressed?
I was going to make a reference to Dobrik's, his pizza company.
Okay. All right, let's start with the TikTok ban. So today, Friday, by the way, we're late this week because there's a lot of stuff happening in LA. There are like the LA
It's up in
wildfires.
flames.
I had to evacuate my apartment this week, whatever. That's why we're late.
First person you called? Me.
Normally we do upload on Thursday, but today is Friday. Anyway, today, this morning, the Supreme Court heard arguments from TikTok's lawyers or the lawyers that are representing the plaintiff in the TikTok case, basically like their last ditch arguments for why TikTok should not be banned. However, it's looking like the Supreme Court is ready to uphold the TikTok ban. The Supreme Court was like, bruh, it is what it is. So let me give y'all just a few keynotes from the court appointment.
Guys, I'm hearing
Meeting?
this live with you, so let's go.
Okay, so these are the pro-ban arguments. So these are the Supreme Court justices that are like, screw TikTok, get rid of it. So Solicitor General Elizabeth Prologar basically said that as long as TikTok is owned by Chinese-based ByteDance, the U.S. national security is at risk. And I know what you're thinking. There are a lot of companies, right, there are a lot of companies like Facebook, X that have our data. But the thing that the Supreme Court is arguing is that even though those companies have our data, those are all U.S.-based companies that are basically run under U.S.-based rules and regulations. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like China is like, we don't own China. So if there's a China-based company that 170 million U.S. people are using, that means you don't care.
I'm with everyone else, and like what you're saying is a bunch of. Give me the app.
Okay, so there's also arguments about the First Amendment violations, basically meaning like, y'all can't tell us this is a freedom of speech violation. Y'all can't tell us that we can't use TikTok and say whatever we want on TikTok. However, the Supreme Court has fought back against that. They got something to say for that too.
Let's hear it.
They said on the First Amendment violations, the First Amendment violation would only come into play if Congress was trying to discriminate against particular subject matter or viewpoints. They're just saying, get rid of the whole app. It's dangerous. So that whole First Amendment argument is not a real argument, according to the Supreme Court. Now, Stephanie, you are a pro-TikTok person.
I am.
Tell us why.
We have much bigger issues than this.
Well, we can deal with multiple issues at once.
Okay.
Go.
I've learned a lot on the app.
Mm-hmm.
I have fun on the app, and I live for nothing else than fun and information.
Okay. I'm also, by the way, I am pro-TikTok.
Yeah, like, I guess I'm confused because, like,
I'm on the same team. I'm just letting people know what the Supreme Court is saying. Like, I'm reporting.
You really are giving very much news reporting energy.
Okay.
Okay, go.
So now people are like, will Donald Trump save TikTok? Because remember, a couple weeks
President
ago.
Trump. Have you seen that meme?
No.
Where it's like, Daddy Trump, can you please just for this?
Daddy Trump. Well, people are wondering if Daddy Trump is going to save TikTok.
I go,
That would make him a lot more favorable.
right.
But essentially, like, no. Like, they're not concerned that Donald Trump will save TikTok. So Justice Sonia Sotomayor basically was like, whatever the new president does doesn't change the reality for these companies. So even if Donald Trump says, I'm not going to enforce the TikTok ban, TikTok will still be in violation according to U.S. law because they've been banned. So, like, he don't got no damn choice.
Okay, so who is in ultimate charge then? Of
Well,
if it gets banned or not?
Well, if the law passes, TikTok is banned. Well, we will need Donald Trump to like enforce the TikTok ban, which
Again,
we can't promise.
Daddy Trump, this is your chance. Like,
you go, hey, Mr. Trump,
you know what
like,
I mean?
hey. It'll be
you want to get some public vote?
I was about to say it'll be a 4-1.
If you want the people vote.
If Donald Trump saves TikTok, everybody gonna be like,
no, it's like this. It's like,
or
like,
make America TikTok again. Make America. I don't know.
quit trying to make fetch happen. That was bad. All I know is this, okay?
Go.
I think that the app, and I know everyone agrees with me, so I'm not asking for opinions in the comments. We learn a lot on the app, whether it's learning how to make an egg correctly or funny memes or whatever. It's something that is not serious. I understand the data process of like if they have that info, it's very, very dangerous.
Yes.
I understand. Figure it out.
Go hold your breath. No, it's a little scary. But honestly, I'm with all the people that are like, so do all these other. Like, if you're gonna have my data, just take my data. Like,
I love a targeted ad though.
You go, I love a little.
I love a targeted ad.
When they hear me say like cheese, and then I go on my phone and there's like
I got a new brand of cheese. I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Here's
like
the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let's be serious for a second, right? Like,
because we can't be joking about data.
We can't be joking and like.
They already yell at us in the comments for joking about everything. By the way.
I think if the app does get banned, though, the U.S. needs to come up with something that is similar to TikTok under U.S. approval. Because I do think you learn a lot on the app. I get my news from the app. And I think it's just like a really fun place. But that's just me being a consumer.
Right.
I'm not thinking like logistics. I'm not thinking like security. Yeah. I'm thinking based off of like what the majority of population is thinking is you learn stuff and it's fun. So if it does get banned, I'm going to need everybody that's an app creator
to like get going.
Come to work.
Please.
That's all I'm saying.
There's like, what do you think will be the new TikTok? There's like Rumble.
I've heard about Lemon 8. Have you heard about that?
Oh, that sounds a little freaky.
Yeah, I'm on that one. Add me.
I'm not on that. What about the other one that you liked last year? Remember the camera one? Be Real or something.
Oh, I loved Be Real last year. Be Real had its moment. It's over now. You know what I think might be having a resurgence, and I know I'm going to get killed for this? Reels, if you're on the right side of Reels and not cringe Reels, is a great...
Oh, Reels is popping. I mean, Reels is like the closest thing we got.
But I recently got on like the right side of Reels where like, it's like TikTok, but a little bit of like a YouTube vibe. Let's just mesh all the apps together. I'm over it.
But then there's only one person that owns them, and then we'll get like whatever they want us to see. You know?
I'm over people owning things. 2025, it's for everyone.
Free for all.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Zach Bryan, Brianna Chicken Fry.
Woo!
Honestly,
what?
I was so into this breakup when it first happened, but now it's been a whole month. And
Shocked to see it as a topic again today.
I'm like, please wrap it the hell up.
Yeah.
Nothing's going on this week. That's why. Zach Bryan has finally fired back at critics because, according to Zach Bryan, people have been not only trashing him on social media, but trashing some of his friends. So Zach Bryan, he took to Instagram this week and fired back. He said, the behavior is so bizarre. They should be studied for science because you guys are super weird. He also set the record straight that's saying that he's now single and he's staying away from dating because there were some rumors going around that he was dating someone new. Why are you giving me that little smirk?
Continue.
Okay. He also says that the haters online, their actions are so vile that it is making him question whether he even wants to stay in the public eye. Zach has also made his Instagram private because of the pressure that he's been getting from crazy women on the internet.
What do we always say
like Stephanie.
about The stray was crazy. What do we always say? We always say
about what? You gotta give
that
me a
if you're
more.
going to sign up to be famous,
Yes.
unless you're a crazy viral sensation that randomly gets famous and then like you know, you're still choosing to be famous if you post ever again. Okay? Stop. You're going through a breakup. There are fires happening in Los Angeles. There are bigger things to be concerned about. I think that he can take the criticism for what it is, especially because it's dying down.
Yeah, because like if this was like 3 weeks ago, it would have been like, all right, fine.
So what I'm saying is
now
like,
it's like, Zach, bro, chill.
We work at a news organization. This is old news.
Well, I mean, he just said this like yesterday.
What I'm saying about him directly.
Oh, you mean he's old news and his relationship?
No, the relationship drama is old news. We need to buckle up, take the heat. Just go on. Why don't we take a social media break, Zach?
Remember we said they've been broken up for like a month?
Uh-huh.
It's been since October.
That was
like we are in. Bro, we are in January.
Also, I love that and by the way, I am a Zach Bryan fan. I will be at Stagecoach yelling it up. But you saying that you're single again on your Instagram story is just you asking for.
By the way, I'm still single. Ladies,
I'm not even famous. We're not even famous, but if I post on my Instagram story, I'm single.
Thursday. Yeah. All right. Well, shout out to Zach Bryan. Brianna Chicken Fry also allegedly still single. Honestly,
can we talk about that?
They're both so annoying. I want them to get back together.
Oh, I was just gonna say that.
Get back together.
Get back together.
Stop getting on our nerves.
Honestly, get back. We don't care.
I go move the cars back into the house. Like rally it all.
The pets.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about? This is actually newsworthy that you'll like. Brianna Chicken Fry and her best friend Grace. Did you see that Dave Portnoy called Grace out for her salary that she made at?
Yeah, but what did he call it? I saw the headline, but I didn't see the story. Tell me it.
She went on a podcast and she talked about how much money she made. Okay.
At Barstool.
Barstool. Personally, I think it was like a very she didn't shade them at all.
Yeah.
She just said like blah blah. She did mention that like other people made like more than her. Blah blah blah. Dave Portnoy came out and like confirmed how much she made, and people are having mixed opinions. I personally think each are entitled to their own opinion. I love Dave Portnoy. I love Grace.
After she like said the little remarks, Dave Portnoy did come out and say that she made $250,000 basically in 2024, but her base salary was $175,000 a year. Why are people mad about this?
That's what I'm asking you.
People that are mad about this, let us know why y'all are mad about Grace O'Malley making $175,000 a year. That seems about right. This is pretty big industry. Like,
yeah, I just think that Dave must have felt some sort of shade towards what she made. And I think he's right in the sense of like her making that much for what she does for the podcast is a very fair assessment.
Yeah, I mean,
that's my opinion. Yeah, I like Grace, please.
Right.
Like,
and also, we work in entertainment.
I saw that number and I was like, holy.
Grace, if you're making $175,000 at any news or at any media organization, sis,
be thrilled.
Round of applause. And then you got $250,000 in 2024, so that meant that you made all that in bonuses, etc.
And I might catch some flack for this, but I think Dave has a point.
I've never been on Dave Portnoy's side in my life.
I can't agree. I'm always on his side.
He was a little racist towards Beyonce.
Okay, obviously not that.
I'm just saying, but like
about Brianna and Zach and Grace situation, I'm on his side. Like paying Grace that amount for what I think that's very, very generous.
And like, not to be rude, Grace, I know we be shading like Brianna Chicken Fry, but like when I think of Barstool personalities, I think of Brianna Chicken Fry. I think of Dave Portnoy. I think of Josh. Who I don't think of immediately is Grace O'Malley. Like I know she hosts the show with Bree, but like she's not one of the premier Barstool talents. And that's just not being shady. That's just like
again, she wasn't like being shady in her answer.
Right.
It was just saying that like people made more than her essentially. And I think my opinion on that is like, let's touch some grass because the majority of America, majority of the world
are not making $175,000 a year.
I think that's a very, very
that's a lot.
To Dave Portnoy's credit, like that's very generous.
That is a lot of money. Moving on.
Bottom line, do you think that Grace O'Malley making that much money is a fair assessment, or do you think she should have been paid more? Let's say in comparison to Brianna.
No, I think that $175,000 to do a podcast. And whatever the hell else she was doing. What else was she doing at Barstool?
That's my question. I think
like
Portnoy has a point. Like, okay,
Barstool,
I gave you a salary.
Like, do they have jobs? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
I think they do have jobs.
Do you know how like we have like full people don't think we have jobs?
That
like,
was more, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've done research on, like Brianna brought her friend Grace. They've been friends since they were kids onto the podcast. It wasn't like she was a journalist that like
that they
came
plucked
to,
up
like,
and said, "We like this Grace girl. That's hot."
Like if you were famous and had a podcast with Barstool and then you brought me in.
Right. It's like,
I'm a nobody.
Be grateful, yeah. Oh.
Heavy on the be grateful.
Heavy on the be, literally Grace O'Malley, heavy on the be grateful. But
I think she was.
I was about to say, like you said, she wasn't being shady, so we shouldn't say that she was being shady. It's
like,
just
I think
weird.
People are mad that Dave Portnoy like aired out her salary, but I think that's fair.
I don't think it's fair though. I think he should have kept his mouth shut.
Oh.
Because when you start doing stuff like that, then the day when someone is really underpaid or there's a real pay discrepancy, then you also have to come out and say, this is the, you know what I'm saying? It just seems a little messy for the person at the helm of an organization to stoop that low.
That is an interesting topic though. Like Gen Z specifically does like to openly talk about salary, and I do think that's like very important.
I think we should. Companies want to convince us not to openly talk about how much we get paid because it's illegal. It's literally not. But I think we should talk about it because then we start realizing how much.
2025, more talks about salary.
More talk. 2025, keep it real.
Okay.
Let us know because we want to compare.
Okay.
Okay. Last story here. It'll be a quick one. David Dobrik. He spent like 12 months in the gym. He wasn't vlogging. We typically get David out at Dobrik's, his pizza shop in LA. We live in LA. Our tour bus, TMZ tour bus, rides by his pizza shop all the time.
Shout out TMZ Tours.
Shout out TMZ Tour. We haven't seen him in a while. So we were like, we knew he was alive and okay, but we were like, where the hell is David Dobrik? He popped up this week.
Shredded.
I was about to say, the boy is jacked.
So much that I had to do a double take to see if it was like AI.
Like Photoshop. Like, bruh. And like, I'm in pretty good shape, but I am not in David Dobrik shape, please.
Can I do a hot take?
Go.
I don't like it that shredded. There's like a happy medium of like being fluffy and being like super shredded, like no body fat. It's like you look insane, actually.
I will say, like I work out, but I'm not nearly in that good of a shape. I already said that.
Same.
But like, when I see people who are that shredded, they're almost always fucking crazy. Like,
right, and it's giving like what's wrong with you?
No, like they'll be like, oh, I can't eat that, or like I gotta wake up and I gotta drink this much water, and it's like, please.
By the way, this is a conversation of not. We love people who are fit.
Yes, be in shape.
Be in shape. You need to see this photo of David Dobrik. He is quite literally like you can't pull skin. There's no skin. It's just bones.
He's down
abs,
to like,
muscle.
So he started out at like 27% body fat, but now he's down to 13% body fat, which is like, what the hell? I got more than 13% body fat in like my thighs.
I have another hot take.
Go.
David Dobrik, as we know, was previously canceled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why was he canceled to other people again?
Don't forget, Jeff Wittek was, part of his little vlog squad crew. They, in 2020, did some sort of stunt with, like, an excavator, which is, like, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but police.
Mm-hmm.
He gets really hurt, has, like, a full, like, has to have multiple eye surgeries.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Asked David Dobrik for money
help.
in exchange for the surgeries, which is very valid, by the way. He wasn't getting paid as an employee, but was in multiple vlogs. Mind you, for context, David Dobrik was quite literally making millions per vlog, I'm sure, at least thousands per vlog. So for Jeff Wittek to ask for money for the injury is very valid. He never did. And in fact, there was like lawsuits and stuff back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Moral of the story is David Dobrik was canceled because how could you be on anyone's side like that?
Right.
And let me tell you, if I was canceled and I was previously David Dobrik, I also would be in the gym doing a transformation because what else am I going to do?
Because they kind of made it seem like he stepped away to do the body transformation, but like if you were around on the internet.
You were posting before. So that's the only thing I'm annoyed about. Okay. And as a David Dobrik now hater, he can fully contact me if he would like. Jeff Wittek is in full support from me. Like has full support from me.
So you team Jeff Wittek.
Team Jeff Wittek. And like David Dobrik, you now have abs. Great.
Mm-hmm.
But are you a good person? We don't
know.
Also, the Jeff Wittek stuff is not alleged. So it's
alleged because
it's on film.
Right.
So allegedly. What? Allegedly what?
Okay, so if you had to pick right now, David Dobrik, Jeff Wittek, which one are you hitting?
Jeff Wittek.
Is that your vibe?
I didn't know you were gonna say hitting, but like same. Yeah, Jeff Wittek.
Okay. So you team Jeff Wittek and you also team Jeff Wittek.
Yeah, because if you're a good person, team Jeff Wittek, like, and then if you don't have like creepy abs, I think they both have abs, but let's do this. Let's compare abs. Jeff Wittek, here's a photo of you. David Dobrik, here's a photo of you. I don't know about you, but one's giving creepy abs. And it's not Jeff.
David Dobrik hater. I didn't know that.
Giving, like, allegedly greedy.
All right. Well, Stephanie has spoken. All right, we got to move on. We got to get out of here soon. Before we go, it's time for our favorite thing to do.
Mean comments.
Okay. So last week on the TMZ Verified podcast, we talked about Gypsy Rose. We also talked about showering, bless you, to the person that sneezed in the room. We also just talked about like random stuff because y'all know that we go off on random tangents. Anyway, these are some comments from last week's episode. This first comment says, it's from My Fight for Air. It's kind of a cool name. With everything Gypsy's done, naming her kid Plot Twist would have been a more subtle choice.
Love it.
Kind of funny.
Help me with Snapchat caption sleep.
Please, My Fight for Air. Gypsy Rose named her daughter Aurora Urker. We were like, oh.
Should have went with Blanchard for the clout.
Definitely.
Blanchard Urker.
Steph, what you got?
Okay. Ms. Jams 2, 6 days ago, said, I have to add, as a black woman, I don't use a washcloth. And what I have to say to that is, as a white woman, same. Because that has bacteria on it. Why are we pretending? Can I also go on a rant? And I'm gonna fight with you. Tell me what you guys think. If you don't shower before you go to bed, you are insane.
That's nasty, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Morning shower people, did you hear that? You're gonna spend the whole day out and about.
Swamp ass. Mm-hmm.
And then go to bed.
Just marinating. And then you just lay in your bed. And then you
sweat
marinate.
In my sleep. Shower again.
Shower again. Yeah.
2025, shower more.
Could you imagine marinating all day
Stop.
in the LA heat?
I know several people in this room that do not shower.
Do not say
at night.
in this room.
I won't. No, sorry. In the building.
I'm about to say there's only like 4 people.
Sorry. I know several people here in the office that only shower in the morning, and it's diabolical.
That is nasty. Also, it's not good for you.
I go, let's call them out. I'm just kidding.
All right, moving on. This comment comes from Becky Love 742. Becky Love says, I don't care for this man's counterpart. That would be you.
Let me see what she looks like.
She doesn't have.
Right. So what?
Don't do that.
Oh. What do we always say?
That you are allowed to have opinions on TMZ Verified. Thank you so much, Becky Love 742, for your comment. But like her or not, she ain't going no damn where.
I was being funny. I was saying, like, you can't come for me unless I look at your credit score, you naked, and what your house looks like on any given day.
But thank you, Becky.
And your bank statement, credit statement.
Thank you, Becky, for the comment.
Becky.
And she's not going anywhere. She get on my nerves sometimes too.
Put a profile picture up.
Stop. All right, let's move on. It's time for our last segment and Stephanie's favorite thing. The only thing she does well with zero preparation. I really tried to say
what the hell is going on?
I didn't know where I was going.
Becky,
okay.
You're really influencing this room.
Okay, Stephanie, it's time for Crumbs.
It's Crumbs. It's Crumbs. This is the part of the episode where I tell Wyld stuff that's happening on the internet that he definitely did not see. So basically, there's this guy who is on TikTok, and his whole niche is prank calling businesses, okay? So I'm going to reference one of them, okay? And let's play it.
Hi, thank you for contacting IKEA on a recorded line. My name is Pamela. How can I help today?
Pamela, the store's closing in 10 minutes, and I'm scared. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I've been wandering for the past 4 hours. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. It's getting real dark, and I don't know what to do.
You're in the store?
I'm in the store, and I'm lost.
Do you know what department you're in?
I don't even know where I am. I see sofas. I see Swedish people. I see meatballs. I see everything. You wouldn't believe what I've seen in here, Pamela. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. There's an air vent. I can climb the shelf. Okay, wait. I'm going to climb the shelf and get to the air vent.
No. Don't climb anything.
So Wyld asked me, what's the news element of this story? And what I have to say to that is, I see a new career emerging for people.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. If you or I or anybody in this room started prank calling businesses, okay, and saying crazy shit like this, I think we could really get somewhere.
Okay.
The journalism element of this is, Wyld's putting me on the spot, but the moral of the story is it's going viral, and for good reason. Okay. I think people need to start prank calling businesses more. because it's hilarious.
I wanted to include the whole 1 minute and 30 seconds of that so that when y'all watch this, y'all can see why I was also like, we need a better Crumbs today because this is not
Listen,
a good...
I'm working on a big project here at TMZ, and
Your Crumbs last week, though, 10 out of 10.
You know what?
Last week, you had the viral
Becky,
video of the
you might
girl
be onto
whose
something.
boyfriend...
You wrote that comment. Is this my last week?
No, honestly,
Okay.
it could be my last week. All I'm saying is like, sometimes you have really good viral moments, Steph, and this was not a good
I
viral
think you're
video.
stupid. Here's why.
It doesn't have to be newsworthy.
If
it has
you
to be
made
like
a video like
good
this,
video.
if you made a video like this, you would be famous overnight, and you wouldn't have to do anything anymore.
I know we asked a lot of questions and tell y'all to comment on a lot of stuff, but I would really like, if you don't comment on any part of this show, let me know if y'all think that this TikTok video was a good video for Steph's Crumbs this week.
Wyld's a really good bully.
People
I think
will
this
let me
was
know.
funny.
All right, also, let us know if you think it was funny.
Right. And if not, don't expect to hang out with me. Okay.
All right. Anything else on your list of...
Everybody that's impacted by the Los Angeles fires,
Mm-hmm.
my heart and basically my funds, I'm donating to as much as I can. Maybe in the links, we'll put some places that you can donate.
Yeah,
to,
for sure.
Animal shelters and people who have lost their homes.
Yes.
It is a very devastating thing here in Los Angeles. And if you don't live here and you're wondering if it's actually that intense, I'm literally like can't breathe. All of us in here.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. All right, Steph.
Hey.
Thanks so much for bringing us down on a somber note at the end there.
Well, you sure did with Crumbs. Lie. Be like, this is so good. As if we're not fake with everything else. Have a great week,
My
guys.
name is Wyld.
My name is Steph.
We out of here. Bye-bye.